So we can just go 1, 2.
That's
3,
awesome. That should be easy.
Right around.
Yeah, you should do that right now.
The last time when we were organizing the basement, we put the sheetrock over here. So we have pieces that are wide enough to fill because it's basically like 13.5. This is 15. But this one has a hole in it. So I might be able to use this half, but not the other half.
Okay.
All right, so I'll bring that upstairs along with the rest of the tools. But I have another full 4x4 sheet here. So we definitely have enough. It's just about using the pieces first. I'm grabbing a few of the other things that I'm going to. Okay. Yeah, I'll come back and grab this sheet. We got the utility blade and some straight edges to cut with. Measuring tape. I put it back.
It might be under the stairs up top.
I don't think I put it back in. I think I had taken it up to the kitchen. So.
Oh.
Okay.
He's looking for pencils. He doesn't know where they are. He doesn't know where he lives. They're probably in Yvonne's room. She takes them all. You tried every... Oh yeah, that one just has pens in it. You want a pen? Yeah, we don't want a pen.
I'll go downstairs, I guess. We're not using pencils anymore.
I don't... Score!
It's not in there.
It wasn't
stuff
in there.
up.
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Woo!
You and your fake videos.
It's not in there.
I know you don't think it is.
I love how you don't think I know where the things are that I put in there. Like, I literally...
You can't remember TV shows you watch.
That's different.
I believe that you know whether there's
It's not my area of expertise. You can't remember what I want you to pick up at the store.
That's not true. You always want me to pick up my pace.
Yeah. But you can remember, like, minute code on a computer.
It's the best dad joke ever.
You're the best dad joke ever.
Pick up at the store? My pace.
Look, he's going to look at another box where there's no pencil.
I'm not going to look at any more boxes.
No?
No, I'm putting them back.
So you finally admit that I knew something?
I admit that you went into our room and found the pencil.
Yes. In your little cubby.
It wasn't. It's crazy. Why was it in there?
I don't know. You probably were like, I need one pencil in my life.
It's a good thing we're organized.
It is, right? As my dad would say, woman, you're going to sweep me right out of this house. We don't want to miss anything that he does.
Oh, yeah, you do.
He loves to be filmed.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Star of the day, who would it be?
Right.
Your vote may
I'm
hold the
upstairs.
key. It's up to you. Tell us who will be star of the day.
Did you bring up the pencil?
No.
Here we go.
It's up over the shower, so when you go in this corner, you'll have to move it over there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you basically want to have a pan like that, so that everywhere I move in here.
Well, this curtain, are you take that down?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's the thumbnail.
Yeah. Okay, so start here. this off. Great shower curtain holder.
We had taken a break from our bathroom remodel for the holidays because we did not want to spend one penny. And I was really hesitant to put sheetrock up even though we had it in the basement, because if I couldn't afford to buy the stuff that goes over it, I didn't want to put the sheetrock up because I was really afraid that it would get wet and ruined. So even though we won't be covering it today, you will see us go to Lowe's later in the video. You'll see what we got, and we'll be putting it up very, very soon. So that's super exciting, just to get one more phase. We're just having to do this at our own pace.
All right, we're gonna go 12.5 over here, 12.5 over here, and then this will be 12.25 inches. That's because in the corners on each side, there's a little bit of a lift up on this back wall. So just to make sure there's enough room going through and they're all even looking, that's what we'll do. Thirty-three and a half inches. Get our pencil here.
Let me know in the comments below, have you ever had a long-term do-over like this one? I mean, bathrooms can be pretty expensive, and I feel like we've kept this one down to a budget. But it's probably going to change with the vanity, and once we get the toilet too, that's going to be the higher priced items. It is a small room, so everything else has been pretty reasonable because we haven't bought it all at once. And sometimes I just need to see something up before I pick the next thing. I'm not somebody who's gifted to design, so I like to see one thing before I choose another. I'm not necessarily good at buying the whole thing at once. Plus, it's not a new house, so things have settled, things are crooked. There's always little issues that you have to figure out. How can you hide this flaw? How can you bring out this positive element? And so we're definitely going to have that in this bathroom. Along the side where you see the edge of the tub, if we were to just sheetrock over that, it would be uneven. So there's an area where we're just going to have to figure it out as we go. We've talked about different solutions for the section of the side of the tub where it goes into the sheetrock, whether we'll get a thinner sheetrock, whether we'll put up trim work. So I just want to see we have vinyl subway tile that's going to go between the tub and the ceiling. I want to see that first before I figure out any trim work. Luckily, trim work is not that expensive. And I'm thinking that the next thing I'll probably purchase is new trim around the window and door, because we did decide we were going to be basically replacing everything, and that's not going to be that expensive. And we have wallpaper that's going to go halfway down, and then where you see the wainscoting, I don't even know how to pronounce it, we'll be replacing that, but it will probably something similar. It just was to a point where everything needed to be replaced. Another reason we take this piece by piece is just time constraints, of course, but mostly it's just when can you afford to be purchasing these things. And some of the things I have purchased, it's just not time to put them up because something else has to be done first.
So we go. I've been everywhere. I've seen so many things. I've loved and I have lost. I felt the bite sting. I've died 100 times, but my heart is moving still. That is the journey that we're on, and to that starlit sky we gaze and question why. And we're all runners, and we race against time. And we're all runners, we were born to chase the tide. No matter where we are, no matter what we face, we're forever on our way. 'Cause we're runners, yeah, we're runners, and so we go. So we go. We climb ever higher, strive to catch the moon. No fear of falling down, for later must be soon. And we're all runners, and we race against time. And we're all runners, we were born to chase the tide. No matter where we are, no matter what we face, we're forever on our way. 'Cause we're runners, yeah, we're runners, and so we go. We're all runners, oh, and we're all runners, and we're all runners, and we race against time.
This piece is done,
All runners,
and we have this piece done. Now we just need to do that. Just want to give a quick shout out to a bunch of guys I worked with 30 some odd years ago. I worked in construction for a couple of years with a group called the Rovnak Group. So I worked with two guys every day, Matt and Ron. I saw Butch, who was the foreman quite a bit, and then Mike, who owned the company. They taught me everything I know and all the work I've ever been able to do on the houses I'm in. And just a shout out to them. Very thankful for everything I learned as a teenager on how to work on a house.
Basically, the day after Robin graduated in a high school in Western Pennsylvania, he got in a car and drove himself to Maine to attend Bible college, lived with his grandparents, and he had a few jobs. He worked as a carpenter, he also worked at a grocery store, and he worked at a framing store in the mall where he learned to frame artwork, which was something that he also did in a more private setting, well, a storefront setting versus a chain once we got married. So that came in very handy, learning how to frame artwork. So he's done a multitude of different things, but I have to say the one that paid off for us the most is definitely the carpentry, where he just learned so much, and we definitely appreciate that time that he spent trying to get himself through college by becoming a carpenter. Oh, and I almost forgot, he was also a reporter for a small newspaper, and he was a DJ for was it a Christian radio station? Yeah, it was a Christian radio station in the area. So he just did literally anything that he could, and he's always been the type of person who believed that he could learn anything. In fact, when he was young, he worked for a camp, and they're like, who knows how to run a chainsaw? And he was like, I do, even though he had never run one before, but he was like, I can figure it out. And luckily he did and didn't cut anything off.
Get that one last piece. I'm gonna take some off this corner just a little bit. That's all for today.
Cool. Yeah, once you put that up, you're basically looking at whatever you're doing for ceiling. Question is, how do you do ends with that? Do they have end pieces?
I picked that first one that you saw me pull out. I just felt like it would be better to keep it very basic, since I have some marbling going on in different areas of things that I've picked out. And I like the subway tile look. It is vinyl. It is peel and stick. Oh, and by the way, we are in a car wash because my black car looks mostly white from all the salt from the different storms that we've had. Anyway, we did choose a peel and stick, but since my husband picked out the light fan combo and installed it, our wet bathroom has not been wet, so the new fan seems to be doing the trick. We're going to try the peel and stick, and if it gets any lift at all, we do have a paste in the house that we're going to use that we used years ago the last time we did the ceiling. We're not worried about ruining sheetrock. We obviously, the peel and stick, if you pulled that off, it would also ruin the sheetrock. So we're going to go ahead with the peel and stick, and if it doesn't seem like it's going to stay well, then we won't hesitate to paste it down.
Fits almost exactly in there.
Okay. Yep. Oh yeah.
See how then you'll have your trim up
Yes.
here to cover that piece. This literally fits. So we can just go 1, 2.
That's
3,
awesome. That
you know
should
what
be
I mean?
easy.
Right around.
Yeah, you should do that right now. And there it is. Remember, as always, God loves you and I love you too. And I can't wait to see you next time.